Welcome to the Salt Circle Podcast. My name is Hank. With me is the strongest in the universe for this moment only, Ben.
Yep. I traded my entire life for this moment.
And it's gone.
And I'm not the strongest anymore. Don't you hate it when you wish to be the strongest, then some asshole comes in after you did that wish and wishes to be the strongest? The fucking nerve of some people.
That fucking nerve. But also, when they come in behind you, they have to give up way more of their life.
Oh, God, yeah. No, that shit's... and...
It's a bad time.
When they're not the one making the wish.
Also, yeah.
And they don't know the cost. Oof.
Uh-huh. Ouch.
Yeah, this arc was great. Also,
Talking about the Granolah Survivor arc, of Dragon Ball Super, which is the last of the most recent arcs in the manga. There's we'll talk about the stuff that happens after it, but yeah,
it was fine. It was fine. You know, we're building up. I understand that you got to ramp up to these things. And then I was a little, they lost me a little because they brought in Bardock. And I'm like, do I really need Bardock? But it won me over, man. It was good.
Yep.
That shit was solid. I'm like, you did it. Bravo. I'm interested. I'm invested. It's cool.
Mm-hmm. The payoff was worth it, honestly.
Yeah. No, with Goku getting that same fucking look in his eye.
Yeah.
It's giving gas flashbacks. That's the good shit. Man.
Goku actually hearing his parents' voices.
Yeah, dude.
Triggering.
Remembering them.
Memories.
Also fucking ultra ego.
Fucking ultra ego.
Cool and hilarious.
It's finally Vegeta gets to go Super Saiyan 3. Just in terms of losing his fucking eyebrows.
Yeah,
getting
Goku's
that caveman look.
Yeah, Goku's giving him shit. Oh, you can get that weird face form again. Dude, I love it though. I love that idea. I had forgotten because we had dipped into this a little bit with Vegeta using destruction power or whatever, right? Or alluded to, where he said something about it. I feel like we got some hints that this was coming, or something. But
I guess, yeah. They've alluded to the idea of
yes.
either Goku or Vegeta becoming a destroyer or whatever.
Yeah. And
we had the whole top thing.
I mean,
so we know how it works.
We're leaning into them learning their own moves even harder, which is great. But
yes,
I fucking love that it now is also kind of like a Beerus versus Whis thing. Oh, it's so good. Fucking Angel versus Destruction. I love it.
Fucking
super.
What's his line? The power based on instinct is unbounded.
Yeah. My power is unbounded. And he keeps getting fucking back up.
Yeah, I love that Vegeta's power being that he can just get the shit kicked out of him and he just gets stronger. That's so good.
Yeah. The full realization of that concept for Saiyans, right?
Yeah.
Which is great. I mean, I play Lucario in Smash. I know what's up. I'm all about that kind of deal. No, that shit is so good. And the fact that he just keeps getting... There was a couple of panels where I'm like, oh, this is like a Berserk arc. I see. He's beat to shit and just looks terrible. And he's still standing. But then he just falls over. He does.
Yep.
His power was a little bit bounded. Man.
Well, I like the thing of him really like trying to play into his old like nature of being a jerk, and then like when he's about to die the first time, he's like, well, shit, I guess I couldn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like when they're fighting Granolah. he's like, I guess I couldn't go all the way with it.
Yeah. No, that idea, I mean, we got a lot of that, like playing to your nature and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I fucking love what they do with Goku. We get with Goku too.
Oh, that shit's so
that
good.
ground.
Yeah.
Of Goku like actually getting to be Goku.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I fucking love perfected Ultra Instinct where he just gets like quiet and serious and shit. Like that's so good because it's such a contrast. But then, yeah, when Whis is like, you realize I'm an angel, right? Like I'm always in this mode. Like that's just me. You need to do something different because that's not gonna work for you. Mm-hmm. And then Goku saying nearly verbatim, like, "This is me, baby. My heart's pumping because that's me." Oh, God, that shit's good. So does his?
I also like it just because I do. It just reminds you how hyped I was for Sign specifically.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like for storytelling, like, as good as Calm Ultra Instinct is, like, part of what was great about that was him not talking and just screaming. So if he's gonna talk in that mode anyway, you might as well figure out a way to let him be Goku again.
Yeah.
And like have his like the way that these power ups specifically like play into their personalities being distinct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's so good.
Yeah, dude. I did feel a little fucking bad though at near the end when I forget exactly what they said. Goku, I think he makes some classic comment about like Granolah getting stronger and like come back and visit anytime. I'm just thinking to myself like anytime within the next 3 years, I guess.
I know.
Acted like he's
like
gonna
we gotta
be buddy.
fucking you can't time skip too far forward now.
They show Pan as like a 15-year-old. It's like, my God, they killed Granolah. Granolah died for this arc. No, dude, I guarantee if they did a time skip, there'd be some bullshit about like, I made a wish. And now he's just not as strong or whatever. I don't know. I like how they handled that, I think. With like, I want to be the strongest in the universe. And what's the dragon's name? We got it. I don't know if it'll be on the character list. Taronbo. Mm-hmm. Whatever.
I mean, I have no fucking idea. I've never heard it.
I fucking love that he's like, yeah, I can't do that. Do you know how strong the strongest person in the universe is? God damn. But, we could get around it a little bit. That's a good concept.
Yeah, like the idea of like just like condensing your life to make yourself stronger. Like there's a cost to this power up.
Yeah.
Like a heavy cost.
I think that combined with just because now we've had Piccolo do the thing. Though Piccolo's wish I think was more reasonable because he just wanted the latent power unlocked,
Yeah.
I think that's a totally fair wish for any of our boys or ladies. But for enemies who want to surpass that, I think having them make that like the life shorten, like that's perfect. Because we know like Goku and Vegeta aren't gonna do that shit, and they wouldn't wish. I don't think they would use the Dragon Balls anyway because they've stated like a trillion times now, like I'm gonna do it like on my own.
Yeah.
Like, I'll train with
like
people.
If they were in a corner and they had no other choice, maybe.
No,
they would just do something like that.
They would maybe try fusion, and if that didn't work, they'd just die.
I mean, yeah.
Fucking Vegeta again. It's like, nah, I'm gonna die. Whatever. Oh, that guy. So, oatmeal is just the little contraption, right?
Yeah, it's like the AI in his.
Gotcha. I mean, I was, fairly certain, and then like close to 100% certain, but I just also kind of really wanted there to be like a second person behind the voice. I wanted an oatmeal
it is
reveal.
a person. It just is. It's a computer person. It's an AI.
Oh, sorry. Don't mean to shit on AI rights. My bad.
I mean, we've had plenty of them in this series already.
Those are androids.
Well, some of them were originally humans, and some of them weren't.
Yeah. No, it's a little.
Some of them were
messy.
actually cyborgs.
Yeah.
Like 17 and 18, those were people. 16, though, he was just a robot based on a person.
Well, then you have I don't know if he had an upgrade name, but
19.
you had Tao. He was like a cyborg. He was still more human,
yes.
I think, right? And whatever the fuck Frieza was for like 3 seconds before he got wrecked.
I think Tao and Frieza are pretty much same on the cyborg scale.
Yeah? Okay.
Because they both had like stuff in their head.
Well, yeah.
The robot parts.
I mean, as expected, a grenade, Hank. Tao's just a dude. He's not even an alien.
Uh-huh. He could throw a pillar and ride it, though. That's pretty good. He can kill a man with his tongue. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
God. It's like one of the best character introductions to any villain.
It's so good.
Killing the previous villain with his tongue.
Yeah. Man. Speaking of villains, that Black Frieza, though, we finally got it. The only 2 spoilers I've had have been surpassed.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It was lackluster in the way that I thought it would be. Like, Frieza would be the main. We would get like a battle and shit. I didn't know.
It's such a teaser.
I didn't know
like the next story.
Yeah, I had no idea it was gonna be like hey guys, oh, you wish to be the strongest in the universe, right? I was like chilling in the time chamber for 10 years, so that's probably why. Like, laters.
Yes. Just shows up to destroy everyone and then they have
peace.
to leave.
God, I'm so ready.
Well, and then the real question is when the fish was saying the strongest will appear. Who did he mean? Did he mean Frieza? We don't know. It's a mystery. Mystery.
So this is the sort of shit I'm gonna have to think about for months at a time now. Son of a bitch.
Possibly years? I don't know.
Possibly years. Great. Oh, don't put it that way.
It's true though. No idea when that could be tied off.
I think I'm gonna go with the boring prediction of the strongest warrior in the universe is still just Goku. They're gonna play with it a little bit, but like it with the words, like, oh, the strongest warrior has awoken. Like, I think it was either Goku unlocking that transformation, or if not straight up, that's the strongest. Then it's the idea that by Goku doing that, he's on the path. Like, he may not currently be the strongest, but like that is effectively him truly unlocking the ability to be the strongest. I don't know. But it's Goku. It's always fucking Goku.
I don't know. It could be someone who we haven't even met yet. It could be someone else.
What the fuck ever? It's Goku, baby. I am ready for them to. I guess my extended hope on that prophecy would be that Goku is the strongest in the universe, and then we can finally get out of the universe. I want him to just be the strongest in Universe 7, and then we can expand, because goddamn, my heart can only take so many more new people showing up out of the woodwork. You attain the level of a god, and suddenly all these random assholes are like, oh, you too. Fuck off.
Yeah. Look, the average power level of a person in the universe is very low. If there's like there's a lot of room for people to be stronger across the universe.
Yeah, but
and also it's ridiculous to think like because of this, just all the strongest people were on Earth. That's silly.
All the best food is on Earth.
That's true.
Like maybe it's correlation and causation. All that juicy, fresh iceberg lettuce is pumping us up, man. But yeah, here's the thing. I think there is room to grow, but the fact that like all of these people are like old enough anyway. You know, it's like the first person to live past 120 has already been born. Like maybe the first person to pass power level X has already been born, but they're like, they're pan. They're tiny. I'm okay with that in concept, though. That's a good point. Room to grow.
Yeah.
But also, I want to see Goku kick the ass of the strongest universe. Is the big thing.
Look, Goku's always got to have a ladder to climb. That's the thing.
Until it ends.
There has to be someone stronger than Goku, or you have to fucking start making up people who are stronger than him. Like Monica.
I fucking loved how he warped the instant transmission to Monica. That was so good. Dude's just driving a dump truck or whatever.
Just working. You'd think he wouldn't have to work anywhere. Did Beerus give him like a shitload of gold? Wasn't he well paid?
I mean, maybe he's not working
still out here
time.
Grinding.
Maybe he loves it. Yeah, dude. Like if he likes it, like if I enjoyed parts of my job, but not the parts that were like stressful because I need the money and I need the job and whatever. Like you eliminate all that. Like fuck it, I'll drive a dump truck around for a while or whatever.
Sure.
Just live my life. And if you don't need the job, when your boss turns into a dick, you can tell him to fuck off and just walk. Find a different dump truck to drive.
True.
Yeah. I mean, I'm also like actually just kind of okay if they ramp up through the universes and that's like the end of the entire thing or something. Or we switch to like Pan or whatever character exists at the time. Because I feel like I don't know what you could possibly do. I guess after there's 12 universes?
Yeah.
I forget which one is the strongest. Is it just 12?
I don't think we know.
Okay. I loosely remember like which ones are at the tippy top, but I mean, you could just have Goku climb that ladder all the way, and then after that, it's just Zenny getting bored and making new universes that are full of people for Goku to beat. That seems like an obvious out. Oh man, and then one of the Zennies.
Yeah, I think I think I mentioned like think like the end of it in the Dragon Ball MMO. It was like Goku and Vegeta having the ultimate fight that people like see reverberating, like the light from that fight like travels through time. People see it.
Hell yeah. I mean, yeah, it's pretty good. The whole thing ends in like a Rocky freeze frame. Goku and Vegeta. Yeah. I mean, back to present shit.
Uh-huh.
Do I have much more about Granolah arc? I mean,
What did you think about Granolah as a character?
kind of boring. he's no Beerus.
That's true.
I don't know. He's just boring's probably a little unfair. He had good moments. The whole revenge thing, and then kind of working past that after he realizes he's being a dick to two people who kind of had nothing to do with his planet getting wrecked, or his people getting wrecked, I should say.
Mm-hmm. And kind of went through the same thing he did.
Yeah, like literally also just...
And he's literally only alive because of one of their dads.
Well, that you don't, that you can't fucking know. That was like actually...
Yeah.
I mean, especially with Goku. He wasn't even fucking, like, he was off of that planet.
Mm-hmm.
Vegeta had done some dirty work.
I do like that it's like Goku doesn't even know who the fuck Bardock is, but Vegeta is like,
Yeah.
Goku, that was your dad?
I was about to say that was great, where he's like, Bardock was none other than your father. That's pretty good.
He's just like, he lost, right? He was a low-class warrior.
I love the other side of that when you get to see the fight, like through the scanner memories. And I forget who's saying it. I guess it must have been Gas. Someone was talking about, like, I thought they only sent their lower class warriors fighting against Bardock. And then, Vegeta is just, what a low class piece of trash. Good shit. I had a question, speaking of Bardock, for Goku's, like, I don't know if we have a name for it, for Goku's Goku instinct transformation. Does his hair get closer to Bardock's? Was that a thing, or are they just, it's always exactly like it?
It's just that Bardock just had Goku's hair.
Oh, okay. I know, like, the panel, they did exact the same, but I couldn't tell if there was, like, a slight difference.
No.
Yeah.
They even mention it beforehand that Goku, he recognizes Goku as Bardock.
He's triggering the fuck out of Gas, yeah.
Well, and Monaita I think is the first one to mention it.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. No, Granolah was fine. I mean, I think Gas is going to stick with me more. Not only because, like, you have, like, the transformation beast thing.
Where he's becoming, like, he's, like, rotting.
Yeah. But him realizing what's happening is, like, that's a stuck in your brain moment. When he looks in the water and he's like, what? Like, what's happening to me? Like, that felt bad. That's you didn't want that shit.
And he didn't want the power. He didn't want the Dragon Ball power up at all. He wanted to fight with his own strength. It was,
which we've come to respect. That makes him a decent person in a way.
Yeah. That's why Elec is the worst person, because he's also the weakest fighter.
Yeah. Such a piece of shit. Oh my god. And the fact that he could have just wished for himself to be the strongest. He could have taken that burden. Fucking asshole.
No, that's not his thing. His thing is manipulating other people to fight for him.
Ugh. I mean,
everyone knows the weakest of the heaters is you.
He gets like disintegrated, doesn't he?
Yeah, Frieza just kills him.
Yeah.
And then the other two become his cooks or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's like, we are looking for, what was it, a cook and something else? Yeah. They're like, yeah, we accept. Just fucking eat.
Uh-huh. And Frieza gives that smile.
God, Frieza is so good. I love Frieza so much.
Yeah.
He's in like the perfect place. Like, he's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I still can't get over him in the fucking movie. Oh no, someone killed him. It was a stray bolt. What a tragedy.
Broly, what a tragedy.
His fucking face. God, it's just so fucking good.
It is. That's true.
And him, like, the fucking mind games of the tournament arc are just like, that's a thing you don't come by every day.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of setting him up to betray everybody and then not doing it and then just doing it again and again and again. Oh, God. That shit was like, that's arguably the best part of the tournament arc overall throughout, like, as a consistency
Look,
thing.
I mean, sure. I mean, the best part is Goku's transformations, but
not if you're watching the raw dub with the stupid song. You need that
fair.
You need that OG.
Yeah. If you, the dub version of that song just does not hit. God.
I didn't believe you either. Like, I was like, it can't be that bad. Like, what? It's just in English. They got a different dude or something, and then it's just like, oh no, it's just weak. This is like a Super Saiyan 2 song. Get out of here. Terrible.
Hey, the original Super Saiyan 2 song is also very good in Japanese.
I don't remember it offhand. I probably didn't see it. I might have not seen it.
You'd have to have watched the. I think I sent you a clip of it, but
I'm sure.
I probably did.
I know there were a couple bits. I can't remember what's going on, but I can remember the specific scene.
I think it's and I think the song is in Latin.
Hell yeah!
When Gohan transforms.
Okay, yeah, you did send me that. Yeah, I'm not thinking of that one, but I know there was a couple where you were like, "Oh, the Japanese one hits way better," but I'd already seen the English one, and I thought the English one was better.
Sure,
but there was a couple where it's like it's just two wildly different moods for the same scenes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
or like in like for the Bardock film, I'm like, "Oh, this guitar, man." Just blast it. It's riffs all day. Yeah, no. Granolah arc, very solid. I mean, it's just story stuff. Like the fights, they're good, but it's the story and how the power ups intertwine into the characters and stuff. That shit was incredible.
And just like actually get like the fact that it got me invested in Goku learning about something that happened with Bardock.
Dude, totally.
Like that I cared about that. I'm like, wow, you're fucking doing it.
I was so surprised.
I can't believe you got me to care about this.
As soon as they mentioned Bardock, I literally internally I was like,
I can't believe I'm getting emotional about Goku hearing Bardock's voice.
Yeah, dude. Like, that shit was very well executed. And then they got me invested in fucking superheroes again.
Oh my god. Those recent chapters, the lead up to superhero, are so good.
Yeah, man.
Oh my god.
That's the shit I need.
Goten and Trunks in high school.
playing fucking video games.
Yeah, I love that they're fucking. They think superheroes are cool because of like a recent fucking like game character,
Hero,
not
yeah.
anything that they've experienced in their lives previously.
Yeah, man. No, that's how it goes though, you know.
It's true.
Like,
it's true.
Yeah. No, God, that's the shit I crave. And like,
it was just like there was that thing where Goten really liked the Great Saiyaman when he watched it in the movie, but in real life, he was like, when it was just his older brother, he's like, that's lame.
Yeah, it's kind of lame. Yeah.
He just took the sunglasses.
Or like, that shit just. I love it. I love seeing stories of that in like real life. Mm-hmm. Like, The Rock's daughter or whatever, like loves Maui and loves the song, but when he sings it, like she didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I love that shit. Also, just like Trunks and Mai, like. I need that Gohan Videl hole in my heart filled. It's not. I don't think
it's the only Trunks she's got,
dude. Yeah, he's like, wait, what? Man, Trunks is great. Such an awkward young man. Yeah,
it's just funny.
And I also like that everybody's just using the Saiyaman thing. Mm-hmm. Like, we're just even Videl is like, what, she's Saiyaman 2 or whatever.
Yep.
And then what are they're like Saiyaman X? I think it was X1 and X2 or whatever. Like, it's just fucking great. Like, we're not gonna bother with a new thing. Like, just keep it rolling.
Okay, now I care. The I think it's Gatterman 1 and Gatterman 2. I think that's the reference. Or something. I think that's
sounds right. Yeah. Yeah, that shit's just good. And getting Pilaf to make the fucking transformation thing.
Yeah. I just want his mom to know.
I love that those guys are still involved. Like, that's so fucking good.
Yes.
And that he's still, like, kind of trying to be evil, but, like, everybody is just so on top of shit that it's impossible. Like, he goes and swipes the Dragon Balls, and Bulma's like, you know I have a camera, right? Like, give it back. Oh, man.
I mean, that's how Goku thought about Frieza, basically.
Yeah, dude.
Semi-foolishly, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he also just wanted. He wanted Frieza to get stronger, though. Mm-hmm. He knows exactly what he's fucking doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked like Dr. Hedo in this was pretty good. Like getting to see him being more into superheroes and shit.
Yeah.
In like this context was I would have preferred a little bit of it in the movie, but also that is hard to do. Like that movie was pretty stacked anyway.
I think it already has a lot of exposition.
Yeah. It'll be good in the show, though, if they do it.
Potentially.
Because him being super into the same superhero, and then him seeing, like, Saiyaman and being like, oh, that shit's so cool.
Yeah.
That's just good. It's just good stuff. And then, like, you can see where it informs Gamma.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Love it. He's not eating Oreos, though. That was a little disappointing.
He can't afford them, dude.
You could afford a pack. You gotta ration them. You can't eat them endlessly.
And I like the thing of like, basically that they're the like CD with the thing. It's like that's like the plans for Cell theoretically.
Yeah,
but what's actually in there is his fucking Clean Man signature autograph because he fucking didn't need the disc.
Yeah,
memorized it.
No, that shit was great. And he has a T-shirt and shit. Nerd.
Yeah.
Imagine liking a thing.
The fact that it's fucking like Clean God is like very funny.
It's very good stuff. Man, Trunks getting.
I like Krillin was like actually on top of shit.
I like how he was on top of shit and also was like, "This isn't a place for you kids." I'm like, Krillin, come on, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you just didn't want
showing up to the dance in full armor.
Her armor dress I was losing my mind. It was so fucking good. Trunks is all like happy and whatever in his little suit, and she's just like stone cold in a battle dress. Oh man, That's the shit I needed. She's just fucking ready. Yeah, definitely need more of that shit. Also, poor Trunks. She's like, Trunks, you want to go to the dance with me or whatever? Or the party. Mm-hmm. I think they just called it a party at the time. And Trunks is like super hyped. Poor guy. I mean, it worked out, but still, poor guy.
Yeah.
Also,
a little detail. I really fucking like Goten riding Nimbus while playing video games.
Yeah, dude. 40 minutes later. Like, man, Nimbus is slow. I guess if you go too fast, you would drop the video games. That's no good.
You know? That's what you do on your commute.
Yeah, dude. That's like, when I talk to people about taking the metro instead of driving, and they're like, "Oh, but you're with all those people and blah blah blah." I'm like, "Yeah, but you can like do stuff or not do stuff. Like you could sleep."
Yeah. True.
It's like, "Oh, but what if you're
sleep?" Yeah. That's how I played Danganronpa.
Yeah. I read a lot of Beowulf on the metro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, but that shit's great though. Like him, and then he gets on the bus. And someone's like, "How do you always get on the bus here, but I never see you around." It's like, I don't leave my room much.
slightly smarter than fucking Gohan.
Yeah.
Like trying to disguise the fact that his commute is insane.
Yeah, man. And also Goten having Trunks back when he fucks up his Saiyaman a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh man, did you guys all see that illusion? That was wild, huh? And everyone's like, oh wow, yeah, I guess it really is haunted. Like, fucking dumb kids. Oh, it's so good though. I forget who. Oh, I think it's just Mai who says it when like Goten, they're just like standing there watching Trunks as Saiyaman like fight shit. He's like, "Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back." Mai's like, "Huh? No, Goten disappeared and Saiyaman showed up.
Weird.
What a coincidence. That's the shit I need, dude. Just like Videl. Glaring at Gohan in class.
Exactly. Yeah. no, go just doing that again with new characters. I've been very happy.
And then
it's the thing that's got me reading the Super Manga month to month over the course of like these 3 months or whatever that the story is running.
And then, the hope that someday we may get panned in the same situation.
Mm-hmm.
Pulling it over on some poor boy in class. Man. Yeah, no, that shit was all. That was super. I was a little hesitant, I guess, going in, just a tiny bit, because like them in high school was more than enough to get me amped, but there's also like the slight. I don't know the right word. Not disappointment. The slight wind out of my sails, I guess, in that it's like the build up to the movie, So we're not like past that.
Yeah,
but it was.
There's
fine.
the part of you that just wants like the next part of the new part of the story or whatever.
Totally, yeah. So, but that ended up not affecting, like the stuff with Dr. Hedo did not feel as I thought it would. Just because like he was doing enough good shit. And he wasn't.
Yeah.
We didn't see a ton of him. It's not like we were getting his perspective like constantly. So
and mostly when they're and a lot of what we get of him is like a different joke than anything we see of him in the movie.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
The Klingon stuff.
He fucking made that dinosaur.
He did make that dinosaur.
What was it? Dino something? I forget what it was. It was like Dino. I don't know.
Dino Droid number 1.
Dino Droid. Right. I am happy.
More of the budget should have gone to its brain.
Yeah. I'm pretty happy as a fairly oblivious person. I immediately picked up that Beta was a beta version of an android. So, feel free to put me as an insert in any of your detective fan fiction. Basically Sherlock Holmes. Yeah.
Sure.
Solid stuff. Oh, I didn't even, going back
When
to
God will be there.
Going back to Granolah arc, I totally forgot like the bit with Chi-Chi. Her shit about like training doesn't pay the bills. Like, oh, we need your husband to come like fight these people and we'll pay. She's like, hell yeah, he can fight those people.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. Very good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it is just like fun to, I don't know, where like our characters are fighting full out, but the stakes are not the fate of the Earth this time.
Yeah, I mean it's not even the fate. Like it's not even the fate of like not the fate of the Earth, not the fate of the universe. Like it's not someone trying to fucking take over everything.
No, like the planet they're on, the people living there are in danger just because their power level is so high of this fight. But
yeah, but no, the Granolah, like, presumably he just wanted his revenge, and then he'd chill for a while before dying, and like, I mean, Gas, as we said, Gas didn't want the power up, but like, dude wanted to beat them and then go back to helping with the family business. Like, I mean,
they wanted to beat them and kill Frieza. But yeah,
I guess, yeah, they wanted a different type of universe takeover than Frieza, though. Like, they just wanted the money. They wanted a capitalism takeover, I guess.
Well, also Granolah also wanted to kill Frieza after.
Yeah, but that's part of his revenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, everybody eventually wanted to kill Frieza.
If you survive in the universe long enough, you'll want to kill Frieza.
Yeah, he's bad.
But he's so fun. Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to doing this monthly. And, you know.
Yeah, I'm super curious if next week we're just going to start in on the adapting the movie. It seems like we are.
In the manga?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's disappointing. I don't want to do that. I want to get past it. Come on, just do the thing where you get a page in the manga.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that is. So is this? Actually, I was gonna ask: is the stuff with, Goten and Trunks and Dr. Hedo, like that's, like we're up to date, or is there like one chapter after or something?
Nope. That is up to date.
Wild.
Unless one has come out since I last looked at it.
Could always happen. You never know.
I will literally check right now.
If there's one that came out, we can read it live as a bedtime story.
Nope.
Damn.
The March issue has not come out yet. March chapter.
Gotcha.
New chapter coming in 9 hours, though, from the time of recording.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's great.
It's great that this website says that.
I'll see you in 9 hours, Hank.
The comedian thing is, now that if you're going to be looking at this week to week, Viz just puts out we'll let you read the last 3 chapters of Super, like 3 most recent ones for free.
That's great.
And
that is nice.
So they can get all that traffic.
Yeah, dude.
At least understanding enough about the habits of manga readers to know to just do that.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I'm stoked. I'm happy to be just in Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Now you're just like the rest of us.
Just thinking about it all the goddamn time.
You've seen the stuff, you know the story, and now you can start to learn about what it's like to just want the next thing so fucking bad. God damn it.
Yeah, but you know, also like it's funny as hell. I mean, whatever works, but it's just funny. Like it does get me pumped up to like start working out again because I've been on a small hiatus this time. Like,
Sure.
Man, what if I trained?
Yeah.
What if I got my power level up from like a 2 to a 3?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want me to read this email we got?
I was about to remind you, in case you didn't remember. Yeah, hit me.
It's from one, we've got Dear Mr. Salt and Mr. Circle. It's been a while since I wrote in.
I'm Circle.
I just wanted to apologize for taking so long. You don't have to apologize. Turns out burning most of your brain cells hitting the books does that to a guy. To the point, I was recently getting dressed and something fell off. I realized that somewhere along the way I put my undershirt backwards. How silly of me. My question is, do you recall a time you were using something incorrectly or had applied it improperly only to realize a few moments, maybe even a few days later, that it was wrong? That is all. Thank you for all the good times. Love listening. Antonio.
That answer has to be yes. I just need to think of a specific example. It has to be yes. I mean, I've been one to accidentally put like 2 legs through the same leg hole in shorts or something. That shit'll happen. Using something improperly. It didn't. I've read some not horror stories in name about people who buy a 144 hertz monitor and they'd never change the setting and it's using like 60 the whole time. I did that for a little bit, but it was like a few days or something. I'm like, I see people who are like, I've had this for 2 years, and it's like, blah, blah, blah. Talking up how great it is the whole time, no doubt.
Yeah.
I've had a couple, I can't, like a TV maybe, or something. There's definitely been a few appliances where like, after owning it for a year or whatever length of time, like I noticed there's still plastic on it. Which is kind of great because then you get to peel it off, but that's not really misusing.
Sure. I mean, my go-to example of me being a moron is one time, like, just hanging out. This was in college, in a friend's room, and I was like, just because I would have needed something to fiddle with, I was fiddling with like the switch on the lamp in the room. And I turned it off. Suddenly the room went dark. And then I audibly asked, how do you turn on a light? And I turned it back on. And I got it. My friends were pretty like, wait, what? What happened? How do you turn on a light?
How do you turn on a light?
That's a pretty thing I said.
That's a pretty good one. I guess I was once driving home from somewhere. I don't know when that was. That was a while back. I think it was after I moved to Russia, but before the world went to shit, so I was home visiting. And I was in a car that was not my own, because I had sold my car at that point. And I was driving down the road, and it was night. And you got to keep in mind, I like live in the middle of nowhere. So it's like an empty road. There's like maybe a couple cars or something. And I'm driving through my little town to go past it to where my parents live. And the whole way I'm like, there's like streetlights in the town, in the bigger town next to ours. And there's streetlights in my town. But in between, and there was like traffic in between because there's quite a few people that go between those two towns. But then like outside of my town, I was like, these lights are shit. Like, these headlights are actual garbage. And, like, we live in a world where they're getting brighter all the fucking time. And it's not an old car. And I'm like, why are these so bad? Like, what the hell is going on here? And then a fucking cop pulled me over. And he's like, do you know that your headlights aren't on? I'm like, no. Fucking, he like shined a flashlight like in the car because I could see shit in the car, obviously. And I like turned the lights on and boom, like go fucking figure. I had like the fog lights on or whatever the hell, so they're like
that's what I was thinking. You had the fog lights
enough to see by, but not enough to like see a lot by. And I was like, well, that's embarrassing. He's like, yeah, no problem. That was hate that one. Just hadn't thought of it.
Fog lights and regular lights are different.
They're very different. Yep. One of those lets you see better.
I mean, the other one lets you see better in fog.
Yeah. Yeah. Or rain or snow or whatever.
Yeah. It's situationally useful.
Yeah. But not just out and about. Yeah, I feel
like I've definitely done something stupid like while cooking, just like absentmindedly throwing something out that I needed or something, but I can't think of a specific example.
The cooking one that comes to mind is I'd gotten something between a full-on like what we would call a sausage and like what we would call a hot dog. If you can imagine, like it occupies that middle ground. And it had, I guess the first time I didn't look, or maybe I should have known, but I just didn't, for whatever reason, didn't check, was too tired, who knows. I just tossed it all in water to boil it. And I completely forgot that they all have like plastic casing on that you need to take off. So that was I noticed in time before like I ruined everything, but it was still annoying having to like take wet casing off of these sausages individually. So that was definitely a thing. I think the only one I can think of that's bad was from when I was much younger, but also definitely old enough to it was just a stupid like high school boy, like what the fuck is wrong with your brain moment. My mom called and asked me to turn on the oven. She was on her way home, and you know, that way when she gets through the doors, she can put whatever stuff in, and we'll have dinner in a timely fashion, and blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, okay. And I was playing games, so I was in like, I had game brain going on. I run upstairs, and I'm like, turn on the oven, right? I turn on a burner, and I just walk back downstairs. So she gets home, and she's like, Ben, why the hell is the burner on the stove? I'm like, you told me to turn it on. She's like, the oven. We're putting in a roast or whatever. Like, what are you doing? Like, I don't know. It's all in oven. She's like, no. So that was like, that could have been real bad, but it wasn't.
It's all fire.
It's all just, yeah, it's all heat.
That's pretty dumb.
It's up there as a dumb moment. For sure.
Yeah.
I guess, well, yeah. Driving, there's definitely been some tired moments where, like, when I was working at the factory, like, if I was real tired, I would forget, like, if I was going to my parents' house or something, I would get, like, halfway going the wrong direction, like, to my apartment, and then I would just be like, well, fuck. Turn around.
It's classic, where you're, like, walking somewhere that's, like, a route you would go somewhere, but you're now you're trying to go somewhere else, and you just spaced out.
Totally.
And you're like, oh, where am I going? What am I doing?
What's happening? Yeah. I mean, even in St. Petersburg, like walking or whatever, it's like completely dead. Yeah. Fun times.
Zone out. Fun times. Living is hard.
It is.
I think that's the podcast. saltcirclepodcast@gmail.com. Salt Circle Pod on Twitter. I'm on Twitter @ComicPanels. Our episodes can be found wherever podcasts can be found. In various places. Salt Circle Podcast.
Hell yeah.
Found this one.
Maybe
find more.
Maybe someone like gave it like linked it, not even linked it. Maybe someone ripped it or downloaded it and then sent it to somebody else, and now they just have it, but they don't got the source. You never know.
I think they could figure it out. I believe in them.
Maybe. Yeah.
Peace.